Alright y'all, so today I want to talk to y'all about 5 things that I do personally to improve my riding. Not only our riding, but our horsemanship skills. And we're athletes, we have to be athletes to ride. These athletes, because they are real athletes, they work a ton for us, put their body under a lot of stress with us. So we need to help them out in being our athletes ourselves. So I'm going to talk about 5 things that I do personally to improve my riding. And sorry about the horses eating in the background, I just fed them, so they're all like munching away. 1, working out. And most of y'all have probably seen my videos or my shorts or something, and I have been going to the gym. This is something that I just picked up within the last year. There is a lot of equestrian workouts you can do nowadays. I think there's even like some programs if that's something that you want to do, if you need to have some structure. There are some programs for equestrians that target specific body muscle groups that you would use when you're riding, and just get strong, because if you're not physically strong enough to ride your horse, it's going to show in your riding. You need to have core muscles, you've got to have arms, you got to have a lot of leg muscles, and so if you have an imbalance of something, it's going to show throughout your ride. A lot of people don't work out, and they should, because if you're all over the place or you feel unbalanced or insecure when you're riding, there's a good chance it just comes back to you needing to work that muscle group, or you might have a deficiency in a muscle group or something. And I'm not the strongest person out there. That is why I am going to the gym. I'm trying to make my riding better for my horse. I definitely say go to the gym, do some workouts, practice, work some of those muscle groups that you don't usually get to work unless you're riding the horse, and help the horse out. Seriously, it makes you feel so good after the fact, and you're helping your horse out. So it's a win-win situation. As much as we work our horses and work on getting them to build muscle, why aren't we doing the same for ourselves? The second thing I want to say is keep learning. You can never stop learning, and I see a lot of trainers out there that is like, this is the only way you can do this and that's all. That is a lie. If your trainer ever says that, go find a new one, because there's so many ways you can do something. Now they might want to do a specific way, which is fine, but there are so many ways out there that you can do something, and you should never stop learning, because every horse reacts differently, they learn differently, and same thing for us, like we all learn and react different to different things. And so I am a huge go learn. I take lessons. I'm constantly learning, different trainers, different coaches, going to expos, taking notes, watching people, watching videos, all the things. I just want to say, you should make it a priority to keep learning. And whether you sign up, I'm actually under a membership right now. I'm actually in 2 memberships that I do, and I watch videos, and I try to do that at least once or twice a week. Get on, watch some videos, take notes, come back the next day and try it with my horse, especially if there's something that you're having a problem with. I am a huge, I love learning and watching videos, taking notes, all the things. We don't have a whole lot of expos around us, but if you do have some horse expos near you, that is so motivating, and you can learn so much from going to those expos. I would 100% say go to an expo and watch people, and just study how people what they do with their horse, how they're riding, what their hands look like, their feet, how's the horse reacting, all that stuff. You can learn so much just by watching people. Third, I want to say spend time with your horse, and this may sound cliche, but what I mean by that is don't just come out and ride your horse every day. Don't get them out, ride them, work, throw them back in the pasture. I want you to pick a day, maybe once a week. If you can do more, that's awesome. Or maybe you just spend a certain amount of time before or after your ride and study your horse. Go out in the pasture, watch how they move, sit there and really look in depth of that horse. I like to, when I'm brushing, look at every little curve of his hair, go over their entire bodies and just spend time with them. It's good to get them out and just spend time with them versus getting them out, work, because eventually they're going to be like, I don't want to work today. It is so good just to spend time with your horse and let them know that you care for them, because they do so much for us that they don't have to do. They don't know every day when we get here they're going to get brought in, rode. They're probably thinking, why are we riding in the same circle we rode in yesterday? We do this over and over again, carrying my body weight around, and they just put up with so much. It's just get your horse out and spend time with them. Tell them how much you love them. Tell them they're pretty. Give them treats. All the things. Fourth thing is don't get so aggravated, and this is something I had to learn from experience a lot, because you know, you always hear like it's okay, like it's not the end of the world, but it's seriously not the end of the world. Your horse is gonna have bad days, you're gonna have bad days. Don't take things so seriously and get so caught up into, oh, I gotta show this weekend, I've gotta hurry, why aren't you doing this, why aren't you doing better, why are you not further along? Every horse is different. Every horse takes longer than maybe another one might be a quick learner, some are not. Don't get so frustrated with your horse in the thought of go that you're losing sight of what the real picture is, and you're going to make your horse hate its job. And so something that I do personally is whenever I get frustrated, and it happens a lot, I mean, it's just human nature, we get frustrated when things aren't going our way or bad days happen. But if I'm riding and I can feel that I'm getting a little agitated, I'm starting to ride differently, and I'm reacting a little harsher than I probably should, I like to take a minute, just stop, let us both think about my plan. How am I going to execute it? What am I going to do? How am I going to make it easy for the horse to and be clear? And just sit there for a minute, take it all in, soak it in. Don't get so, come on, why aren't you doing this? We need to be here. We need to be doing that over there. That person over there is going to do this so much better than we are. Just calm down for a minute, take a breather before you try again. If you get really agitated and things aren't going good, get off your horse, because your horse doesn't deserve for you to get all your anger out. They don't. They, just like I said earlier, when he's laying down in a stop, just like I said earlier, our horses don't know every day when we come out, why are we doing lead changes in the middle of the arena? Why are we stopping over here and they're turning me this way? They don't know, like, why are we doing that, you know? It's just stuff we want to do, and they're just good enough animals that they put up with us. So just take a minute, calm down. It's really not that deep, and just enjoy it, have fun, and let it be fun for your horse too. Another thing I want to say is improve your seat constantly. Your seat can never be perfect. I mean, you can get pretty close to perfect, but there's always something you can improve. And I obsess over my seat whenever I ride. Like when I'm walk jogging, loping, I'm constantly thinking of how my body's moving to make it easier on their back. I do not want to be bouncing out of that saddle. I want to be sitting properly. I don't want to be slamming my butt against their saddle when I get on. I don't want to slam back down when I'm posting. Am I going down easy or am I going down harsh? Like, I'm constantly thinking about what my seat is like and how I can improve it. And it really tests me. Like, I've got I'd say a pretty decent seat, especially in my walk jog globe, doing some changes and stuff like that. But whenever I get going doing things that are hard for me or learning new things, you can tell in my seat because I might get a little off balance here and there. And so I really like to just really tune in on where I'm at in my riding and what my seat is looking like, and just focus on it. And I also love when I'm watching other people, I love watching their seat and watch how their hips are moving. What are they doing? Are they sitting good? Are they sitting bad? If so, what are they doing that's causing them to sit good and bad? And it really helps me with my lesson students, because you can ask any of them. I'm always like, what are your hips doing right now? You need to rotate them. Push your hips underneath you. Let's go side to side a little bit. Depending on what horse they're riding, what their bouncy level is, and all of that stuff, I'm constantly tuned in to seats. And I just think it's the most important thing, because if you're slapping that horse's back, that's not good for them. They don't want you to do that. And so I just love to tune in on seats.
So one of the things I always said,
5 things, but I'm gonna go ahead and add in another one, and this is not really as far as riding, but I want to say know your horse extremely well, because if you come and your horse isn't acting normal, you should know that. It is up to us to know when our horses aren't acting normal, and if there's red flags. Say Lenny today rushes in, or every single day, and he's ready to eat. Well, then I came this morning and he's taking about 15 minutes to eat. Well, it usually only takes 5 minutes. Something's gonna be like, something's off. Maybe we should check his teeth. Is something bothering him? Because he's always a very fast eater. So if he comes and he's being extremely slow, something's wrong. It will save you later on, and this will tremendously help you. And this has helped me in the past with horses, that even just the ones that I'm feeding and taking care of and not riding, you know what their normal looks like, so you know when something's off. You know whether or not, oh, he's acting a little different, or I rode him a little bit longer, but he usually doesn't do this afterwards, and now he is, and something just seems off. His eyes a little bit shut, and it's usually nice and wide. just notice the small details, because it'll really help you out if something is to come up, and hopefully nothing ever does, but it's a horse, something will happen, and you will know that something is wrong. Well, y'all, that is all for today. I hope these tips helped y'all. I want y'all to really go home and study and put these, practice these things, put them into effect. And I will see y'all again on Friday. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Leave in the comments what you think. If you have any questions, put in the comments your own tips, what y'all believe in doing, and I would love to see them and try them out for myself. But I hope you're having a blessed day, and I will see y'all again on Friday.